Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain how you will be able to make a lot of gold with this new mount that will be introduced into the game in Dragonflight. This mount is the Divine Kiss of Ohn'ahra, and this is something that I think will be very interesting. Just a short disclaimer before I start the video. You won't be able to actually sell the mount on the auction house, but in order to get the mount, you need a couple of items, and some of these items can be purchased and sold on the auction house, and so these are the items that I think can make you quite rich. So this mount is pretty unique because basically when you finish the quest and you receive the mount, you will be able to actually transform yourself into this eagle. As you can see, even when I put my character on it, it doesn't change, and someone recently posted a video where they got the mount and they just transformed themselves into this mount. So again, this is maybe something that Blizzard will change when Dragonflight will be launched, but right now this is something pretty unique, and I'm sure a lot of people will want to get this mount just in order to transform themselves into this beautiful eagle. So in order to get the mount, you will need to do a couple of quests. So first of all, you want to go in the Ohn'ahra Plains, and you want to start all the different quests with the Maruk Center reputation. Then at some point during the quest line, you will have some interaction with this eagle, and later on you will be able to come just here, exactly where I am, and the eagle will be here. And as I'm going to explain, with a couple of items, you will be able to start the quest line, and the reward will be the mount. So in order to start this quest, you will need 3 Stolen Breath of Ohn'ahra. These items can drop from Balakar Khan with the last boss of the Nokud Offensive dungeon. So this is not a 100% drop, but apparently if you're doing it in Eric or higher difficulty, you will have a better chance at getting some of these items. Also, some people said that apparently you need to reach renown 22 in order to get some of these Stolen Breath of Ohn'ahra, so it might take quite some time before people are able to get some. When you gather the 3 Stolen Breath of Ohn'ahra, you want to go see the eagle, and it will basically give you this quest. This quest requires you to get 3 different things. First of all, the 3 Stolen Breath of Ohn'ahra that you will already get. Then you will need 1 Essence of Awakening and 1 Exultant Incense. So these are the 2 items that, as you can see, you will be able to buy and sell on the auction house, and that I think can make you quite rich. So for this first item, it's going to be pretty simple. All you want to do is reach renown 7 with the Maruk Center reputation, and then you will have to go see Quartermaster Useng. He is located just here in the map, and for 50 of the Dragon Isle supplies and 1 occasional sand, you will be able to buy one of these Essence of Awakening. In order to get the occasional sand, it's pretty simple. All you want to do is come in Taldrazus and kill some of these mobs, and as you can see, you will be able to get some pretty easily. So I think this one will be pretty easy to get, and most people will be able to actually get it by themselves. But I think you can still try to put a couple on the auction house, and maybe you will be able to get some sales. Then we have the very interesting Exultant Incense. So this one is really the item we're after. Basically, in order to get this item, you will need to craft it with the Profession Alchemy. And to get the recipe, you will need to first reach renown 22 with the Maruk Center reputation. So this is something that you will only be able to craft after a certain amount of time. And this is really why I think if you're amongst the first people who are able to reach renown 22 and to have this recipe crafted, you will be able to make a fortune, because keep in mind that these items are going to be region-wide. So if you're, for instance, the first person on European realms who can actually craft this different incense, most likely you will be able to make a lot of sales very fast and to control the market for maybe a few days. So in order to craft this instance, it's pretty simple, let's say. Basically, as it's explained here, you will need to reach renown 22, and then you will have to have 50 in alchemy. But in order to get the tier 3, you will need 250 skill in incense. So you will definitely need to spend a little bit of time, but this is something that you will be able to do if you have an alchemist and if you have unlocked the reputation with the Maruk centers. So I would really encourage you to do it because, again, if you're amongst the first people who will be able to craft these different items, trust me, you will make a lot of sales. Keep in mind that even if a lot of people will have reached renown 22, not everyone will be playing on an alchemist. And so these people will have to buy this item through the auction house or through the crafting order system. Otherwise, they won't be able to get the mount. So for you to reach renown 22 pretty fast, there are a couple of things. I will post in the description 2 videos where people explain very well how you can upgrade this reputation and what are all the different activities you need to do. But basically, you will have, first of all, the main campaign quests. You will also have some side quests in this part of the map where you will be able to get some reputation for this Maruk Center reputation. Then you will also have some week requests, such as the Aiding the Accord, that will grant you 500 extra points for the reputation. You will also have some world quests and also some hunts. The hunts will be events that will spawn in this part of the map, and basically you will be able to do them and to get some extra reputation points. This is only something you will be able to do when you will reach renown level 7 with this reputation. And after that, you also have a couple more things, such as, for instance, the different weekly dungeon quests. You also have some rares that you can kill in this zone and that will reward you with some tokens that you can then exchange for some reputation. And finally, you will also have some daily quests. So I would really encourage you to do that as soon as possible if you are planning on having an alchemist, because again, these items are going to be extremely profitable early in the expansion, and especially if you're amongst the first people being able to craft them. But as this is a region-wide commodity, pretty fast after everyone will reach this amount of reputation and will unlock the recipe, the prices are probably going to crash a little bit. But keep in mind, this is something that is still locked behind a reputation grind, and so for many people, it's not something they will be able to actually craft. And so you might be able to still make a lot of gold even later in the expansion. So definitely for me, I would highly recommend you to do that, especially if you were planning on having an alchemist. Try to upgrade this reputation as fast as possible, and hopefully you will be able to make a lot of sales with these different items. So that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you will be able to make a lot of gold with this really cool mount. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great week. Bye!